Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey MJ friends, checking in. So if you saw the video yesterday, we were looking for a short-term bounce. We were watching for daily higher lows to be formed in MedMen, CL, and OH. We got some of those things playing out today, so short-term bounce. And if we look at CGC again, you look first thing this morning, and you might say, oh man, the bulls are running away with it. But again, zoom out to get a bigger picture of what's going on, and we knew that on any bounce today from the low, we need an hourly trend change in order to see any kind of follow-through. So timing can be of assistance in determining the most likely scenario. When we see coming from the low of a pullback, a bounce all morning, and that bounce leading to a significant percentage, what do we bounce? 4% from the low of the day? Almost 5%. We know the odds. What are the odds of continuation for 3 more green hours? And what are the odds of consolidation needing to form the hourly higher low? The odds of consolidation are more likely than not. So that can help you from buying at the top, and it can also lead to taking a little bit of profit, knowing that an hourly trend change has to take place. So tomorrow the bulls have to hold 1945, the low, and we have to see a bull break over the high of 2035. That would be an hourly trend change. We would then zoom out, and that would be our daily higher low, and we'd be watching resistance from the high of each of the previous days. So that is a must for the bulls to end this week, this coming week. Cron saw a little bit of a bounce as well. Hourly time frame has to hold support of 685 and break 696 resistance to set this daily higher low. APHA already lost its daily uptrend, so it's a little bit of a different perspective. Same thing on the hourly. We need this trend change by holding 485 and breaking 502. If the bulls can pull that off, we would then be looking for a lower high compared to 561 on the daily time frame. ACB finally getting its bounce as the lead bear in the sector, but holding 214. So I personally was setting up this morning. I only traded for the first half hour of the day before having to go do some things. So I traded the ACB bounce, and I will be completely honest, now that I look at this support, I did not make a play off of that 214 support, even though looking at it now, it is crystal clear. I was just watching the action from this morning, knowing that I was expecting the sector to bounce, and as soon as I saw 215 hit, which gave us that last little push down, I knew the hourly and the 4-hour RSI were extremely beat up. So I started to scale in, and I had an entry at 217 and then sold it for 221 very quickly after, and then left the computer for the next few hours. So just a short-term trade there, and an oversight in my part. I probably would have been a bit more comfortable holding a bit longer if I had recognized that key 214 level. But that's just some on-the-fly honesty. So we got an hourly higher low has to form, and then we have to see a bull break of 235 resistance to change that hourly trend. Anything on the daily chart under 274 would then just be a daily lower high. So Hexo on the daily time frame also got its bounce going. Have we changed the hourly trend? The answer is no. So higher low has to form tomorrow morning. 209 would then have to break. And if we change the hourly trend, we zoom out and look for a daily lower high compared to 230. So everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody has a similar hourly setup, and most names are then looking for daily lower highs. The names that have broken supports, like Hexo and APHA, are in a different category than names like CGC and Cron, who have not lost the daily uptrend at this point. OGI, bounce attempt, hourly trend change is needed. Bulls want to hold 241 and break 251 to change that trend. Zoom out, look for a lower high compared to 271. VFF had a nice solid bounce, building a base of support. Not updating its chart. So there we go. We did drop down to a lower low just briefly. Significant bounce, hourly higher low trying to form at 580. And when we're comparing individual names, the bulls had a bigger bounce here. They have more space to work with for this hourly higher low. Need a break of 596 tomorrow to change the hourly trend. And then we'll look for the daily lower high compared to 648. But a solid day there. Lots of volatility on VFF as it is more thinly traded. Labs built a base of support. So we now have a triple bottom. 332, 333, 34, 33. Base of support is established. Solid green day. Have we changed the hourly trend? The answer is no. We are due to set an hourly high or low at some point in the near-term future, as we have bounced from 333 with no hourly high or low. We'll need that hourly trend change. The most important resistance level is going to be 391. And if we were to fail to break 391, I would be watching for a lower high to form to that level, and then bulls will be looking to enter for that high or low using 332 as a stop level. IIPR. So was skeptical of IIPR. Needed the bulls to prove it to us, and they didn't. We still see the continued dip buying in the $71 to $72 range. So that's a good sign for the bulls, but we must break 74.50 and 75.40 to have interest for me personally to show me offense. I need to see the bulls going on offense to set the weekly high or low. Playing defense is great, but it's not enough to have me interested in that trade. Keeping an eye on it tomorrow after that nice V-shaped recovery, but also a little bit extended from that V-shaped recovery, heading into short-term resistance. Secure leaf on the daily time frame, yet to find a bottom. Saw a little bit of a bounce today, but closed at the low. So 690 and then 688, two little support levels. We have a new resistance of 721 that is keeping the bears in control. TRUL has not broken yet. Rejected right up from that high. That was up at 1426, and we broke it by a few pennies. Same thing as yesterday. We broke resistance by a few pennies, no follow through. A few pennies this morning, no follow through. 1376 and 75 is an hourly double bottom, and if that level breaks tomorrow, we lose these hourly higher lows, which means zoom out because our 4-hour lower high is set, and we then need to form a 4-hour higher low compared to the low of the dump. So the most important support is 1375, 1430 is resistance, and we know that even if we do see bull breaks, we're just looking for a daily lower high here as well. CWeb. So solid green day for CWeb today. Hourly time frame. Have we changed the trend? And the answer is no. Trying for a bull flag at the end of the day. Need to see the bulls form that hourly higher low and break 1057 to continue that trend change and bounce. But then again, just like everybody else, looking for a daily lower high compared to 1231. GTII, big upper wick of profit taking. So we saw the big bull move, but weakness at the end of the day. Have to hold 1023 and break 1080 to change the hourly trend. And then we just look for the daily lower high. If you cannot tell, I am repeating myself at this point because so many names have the same setups. IAN has to hold 149 and break 180 on the daily time frame to change the trend. OH, building a base here. Why is OH holding on and CL is pulling back significantly? These are the lines that I drew in the video for CL yesterday. Looks like they're trying that higher low, and then we'll watch for that lower high. The closer we get to the potential execution of this share deal going through, the better the odds of OH shares converting and gaining that discount. So there's still a discount between OH and CL that shrunk significantly today, but the closer we get, the more often it's going to be where we see OH holding up better than CL, in my opinion. So we have short-term support of 440 and resistance of 498. And for CL, we need the hourly trend change for the daily higher low to be established, and we're not close to that happening at the moment. MedMen, big time daily higher low formed. Significant bounce. Have we changed the hourly trend? Nope. So we have to hold a level and break 91 to change that hourly trend. Fast buying by the bulls, but we need that follow through. And then the question is, can we change the daily trend by getting over $1? So all in all, a lot of green out there after a lot of red yesterday. Some decent bounces. Bulls have proven nothing to me on daily time frames. Change that hourly trend into tomorrow. That'll be some decent little short-term bull momentum into next week. Bigger picture, I'm still opening the possibility that we form weekly higher lows in names like CGC and APHA. It's something that I'm keeping an eye on for the next couple of weeks. But as of right now, just watching the shorter term time frames and anticipating that even if we get hourly trend changes, a lot of names are going to be looking for daily lower highs to be set as a result of that. So I hope you had a good day, and we will see you next week. So hope you have a good day. Do good things out there this holiday season. I got a new toy. hopefully to get some content going. I got a couple of these we're going to spy on animals. It's basically what it's going to boil down to. In the spring and summer, Animal Spy Cam 2000 will be put into effect, and we'll see what we can get. I had a thought driving today behind an old person. I thought a lot of people talk smack about old people driving because they're slow, obviously a stereotype. And I thought, what about the alternative? What if it was human nature where as you age, you just drive faster and more reckless? And I imagined a very old man leaned over his steering wheel in the fast lane of the highway, passing you going 85, squinting and looking at the road in front of him. So I decided that I'm okay with older drivers being slow, and we should give them some patience. They've earned it. See you next time.